There we go. All right, so no messing around, because you guys know I don't do that. If you've listened to my podcasts, you know some of them are like 8 to 12 minutes because there's nothing more annoying than an intro. Am I right? Okay, so tonight we are chatting how I make $20K a month and how it is not through paid ads, which, by the way, if you do paid ads as an influencer, I am all for that. This is not a hate session, but I'm going to tell you guys, if you already are monetizing your accounts, this is another income stream that you want to add to that. If you've never done this before, if you really are on here just as a creative outlet, or you're here just to share and connect with people and you really don't ever do any paid ads or anything like that, but you want to, then that'll be a different conversation, and I am totally available for that and would love to chat with you in DMs. But tonight we are chatting if that is something you already know you want to do, or if you're already doing it in some capacity. So if you have ever done Amazon influencer sponsorship, or maybe you've done something for Raw Sugar Living, all the things, you guys know, okay, right? You've seen Dove soap all over your feed. We've all the things, Cosbox, you've seen it a million times a day. Talking about that. So if you guys don't already know, the going rate for one ad is about $100 per 10,000 followers that you have, okay? So what that means is if you want to make bank as an influencer, you probably need about 1 million followers, which is really discouraging and disheartening considering the current state of the gram and the algorithm that we are all fighting on a daily basis. It's really stressful, really stressful. So if you are looking for a way to actually connect with people in an authentic way, share things that you truly use, because listen, I know not all of you do this. I would never dare think such a thing, but I know there are people here who take a picture with their shake and then throw it in the trash because it tastes like crap, all right? We know that exists. But listen, there is no judgment, because I know you are here and you are trying to make a living, but there is a better way. I promise you, there is a better way. So let's talk about why I absolutely hated the industry that I'm currently in, and why 4 years ago I said out loud that I would much rather lift old men who weigh 3 times my body weight, and I would rather lift them and wipe their bottoms all night long instead of do what I'm currently doing. And the reason why I said that, which if you guys don't know, it's because I was in CNA classes, and certified nursing assistants get the brunt of the work and the night shifts at the nursing homes. So that was my option as a single mom. I was like, listen, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna go get my nursing degree. We're gonna have a flexible schedule. I'm gonna be as available as I can during the day as a single mom, and I'm gonna make good money. You guys, I've done the math. If you do not know this about me, I am here for the facts. I want to know, where is my time going? What is the time versus money ratio? I'm not here to play games. Do I wanna make impact with people? Yes. Do I care about people? 100%. But I am not here on the gram to recreate sorority life. I am here to have genuine connections with people, and I am here to put food on the table for my family. The fact that I get to do both of those things at the same time, all the praise hands. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? So we're going to talk about how to do that and why it's not what you think it is. So those were the options I was looking at. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. When I actually sat down with a pen and a paper, because this is what my dad told me to do, I worked out the math on what my nursing degree was going to cost me, what I was going to accrue in debt, how much money I was going to be making a year after my nursing degree, and what my expenses were going to be. You guys, it was absolutely devastating as a single parent. So whether, maybe you're not a single parent, maybe you're a 1-income family, maybe you're a 2-income family and both of you have school loans. I don't know what your scenario it is, but you know exactly what I'm talking about when you have 2 months left at the end of your money. Okay? This is something we can all actually agree on. It was not fun, and I was in a scenario where instead of being like, this sucks, but I don't know what else to do. I actually was desperate enough because I was a single parent, and I thought, you know what? No, I have to do something. And I had somebody who was much older and wiser than me, who was actually not on the gram herself at the time, who said, listen, choose something and do it. Look at all of these other women who have chosen to get behind something on Instagram and they're making money. And I said, they are not making money. There is no humanly possible way. I was like, that's fake, it's crap, and I'm not having anything to do with it. Do you know what that would do if people thought I actually bought into something like that? That's a total scam. And she said, it's not a scam. It's not a scam if you find something that actually works, okay? Not just something your hashtag ad and reading what's on the back of the label. If you find something that actually works and if you tell the truth about it, it's not a scam. So, you guys, what I did is I sat down again with my paper and a pen, super old school, and I literally looked at every company out there, okay? We're about to, do not get offended, so help me, do not get offended. If you think I'm about to hate on your company, you're wrong, but I am about to tell my honest story of my selection process, okay? So if you're with any of the companies I'm about to name, you just need to know I am for you, not against you. In fact, I have proof of this. I have created a podcast that is going to save your business life, and it is free, and it's for you. So you can have that, and I wish you all the success, but I am going to mention my selection process, okay, you guys? I had a bottle of essential oils, all right, which are stunning, by the way. You want to talk about branding points? Essential oils get all the points. They're stunning and they're beautiful, but listen, that little bottle lasted me over 3 months. And in my mind, I was like, okay, if I talk about these essential oils on the gram, how am I going to get a paycheck every month to pay my mortgage? Because this little bottle lasts me 3 months. So I was like, okay, let's look at all the options. What are my other options? All right, face wash. I had used this face wash and I knew that it worked, okay? So I've got one check mark going for me. I'm telling the truth. If I post a shot of this on my feed, I'm telling the truth. This is not me with my little exfoliator and I'm pitching it in the trash afterwards. I knew that it worked. However, I feel like as a single mom, I would not pay money for this because I would consider this a luxury product, okay? That's it for me. That was out. I looked at so many different things, you guys, and I actually decided on the health and wellness route as far as companies go, because luxury was a really big deal for me. So when I nixed luxury products, this took out bags, this took out things like cookware, makeup, all of these things that are amazing and wonderful and actually killer products. Can I just say, there are a lot of you guys who are now that I have extra income to spend. I use your products, I love them, and they work. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But I knew that I was wanting to reach a demographic of people where they needed what I had. Though it would be a necessity for them to swipe up. Okay? So this landed me in the health and wellness industry. And as a mom, I knew that we were barely surviving. I was drinking 5+ cups of coffee a day, which meant I was freaking miserable. Okay? Not only was I going through one of the hardest seasons of my life, going through a divorce, which I didn't even know how to read lawyer language, you guys. I was trying to figure my junk out and how this had even happened to me, let alone how I was going to function and provide. And I was surviving on caffeine. I was working out 5 days a week, and I seriously felt miserable as a new first-time mama. I was like, there's got to be a way for me to actually function and survive and not be this miserable every single day. And I found something that worked. So that was my selection process. Now, the way that I make money is I talk about it, okay? Now I share both the business side and the product side. You guys now probably see a lot more about the business because this is what I'm passionate about. Because if you haven't already gathered from what I just explained, I chose this company based on the income potential. After you go and decide, so it's not a question of do you choose a company as an influencer on top of all of your paid ads? Will that bring in income? Depending on how many followers you have, yes. If you have an excellent following, you can make a pretty decent paycheck as an influencer with paid ads. Do you hear my roaring children? This is where we're at. But if you want something that is sustainable, that is bigger than you, that is going to actually make you money while you sleep, then this is another income stream that you want to add to that. Okay, one of the things that is both a pro and a con as an influencer, when it comes to paid ads, this is your following. This is what you have, okay? However many followers you have, whether that's 10K, 20K, or 150K or more, that is what you have to work with, but it is all dependent upon you. What are you wearing? What are you eating? What's going on your skin? It's all about what you're doing, and there is no breaks, okay? If you want to get paid, if you guys haven't done this already, you will very quickly learn. If you become an influencer and if you do paid ads, there are timelines, there are scripts, there are rules, okay? There are media kits and all the things. So this is super important to know. When you are signing up for this, you are signing up for a job. It is a real job. So if you are somebody who has made fun of influencers in the past, you are about to eat your words. It is hard work. And when they say yes to partnering with a product, they say yes to a timeline. They say yes to how many stories are they going to give them? Do they or do they not get a swipe up feature? How long is the Instagram live going to last that they talk about them for? They're given a script for everything they have to say about the product that they're sharing and make sure they hit every single point. You guys, it's freaking hard work. So they are earning the commission that they're making off of that ad. But what I want you to know is that starts and that ends with you. Is it an income revenue stream? Absolutely. And if you've made it work, you are incredible. Keep it going. There's no reason to stop. I literally have my Amazon influencer account being set up right now. Like, why not? Why not have all the income revenue streams? It's a smart business move. But if you don't have this one, you're seriously missing out in a massive way, because this industry does not start and stop with you. This business never ends, which means the income potential never ends. It is not dependent upon an algorithm. It is everything dependent upon who joins you. So it's not just about what does your following look like right now, what is your engagement rate, how many likes and comments did you get on that post, because guess what? How much activity you got decides whether or not you get a deal again. That's how they do things these days. When it comes to this industry, you can make money not only off of yourself, off of advertising in your feed and getting sales and commissions off of that product. You make money off of every other person in your organization who's doing the same thing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That would be absolutely insane not to buy into that industry. So one of the reasons why a lot of people don't is perception. They have a lot of ideas about how it works, how it doesn't work, and what kind of people say yes to it, and what their feed will have to look like in order to do it successfully. Okay, you guys? This is where I am, hopefully you will have already noticed, very different from a lot of people in this industry. One of the reasons why I said no still stays with me to this day, even though I, thank the Lord, eventually said yes. I realized you have options. You do not have to make your feed look like the girl who you went to high school with, who's now saying that this industry has saved her life and given her all of her dreams fulfilled, and yet her feed looks like crap. Okay? You do not have to sell your soul to the industry. You can still do it with class. You can still do it and keep all of your creative license. You can do it and make it beautiful. You can do it and keep all of your current ads and your partnerships in place, because it's not going to affect your engagement. It's not going to affect your followers. In fact, if you are doing this industry correctly, you should be able to continue to grow a following flawlessly, okay? Because you are who you are. You're going to continue adding value. You're going to continue showing up and being consistent the way you always have in this space. You're just adding another income revenue stream. So what is it? What does it look like? We're talking MLM, you guys. You do not have to sell your soul in order to be wildly successful. I make $20K a month from my MLM stream, not from Instagram. not from paid ads, okay? Now, I am split on 2 platforms, okay? I'm on both Facebook and Instagram. You do not have to do both. I choose to do both. Because Facebook is actually where I train my team and build a community. So I choose to might as well market on both places, in both spaces. But you can do this and do it well. This is actually one of the things that makes me super sad about my industry is I feel like people have done it not well for so long that there are now people who are choosing to opt out who would actually have completely different lives if they realized they had a choice and they could opt in without selling their soul and becoming super cheesy, super weird, and super sleazy. You do not have to be any of those things, okay? You can do this, one, by telling the truth. You should be able to, it's not a matter of do you choose a company, it's which company do you choose. Make sure that you choose a company that legitimately impacts you in a way that you can share without feeling guilt. Now, just because you feel weird when you reach out to someone doesn't mean, oh my gosh, I'm with the wrong company. This is all not right. No. Not necessarily. Okay, choosing a company is a serious thing. Choosing a team is even more serious. Who you join matters. This is why when somebody approaches you and says, listen, my team is at the top of this company. We have generations of people who have reached the highest rank. This is very important information to you, and here's why you should care, even though you don't know what the freaking heck Sapphire Double Royal Crown freaking things mean. Go Google it. Go find out what rank they are in their company or find out what rank their upline is. This matters. And the reason why you want to join the girl who's approaching you instead of your second cousin who said she sells it too, the reason why is because who you join does not control your success, but it dramatically impacts your success. The starting block that you are given when you join a company will often decide how far you go, not because you don't have the ability to figure this out on your own, okay? Rachel Hollis has taught us all, you freaking Google things, okay? It does not matter who you have joined, you could get to the top right now. What I'm telling you is, as humans, we do not have very much grit. We're easily turned off. When something doesn't work out for us up front, we're like, yeah, I didn't think I should be here anyway. I knew better. I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing this. This is a sign. The universe is telling me that I shouldn't be. BS, you guys. What is happening right now is you're facing opposition because this is work. And if you're building something, you have to start from the ground and work up. Okay? This is not a scam. This is not a life hack, although sometimes I refer to it as that because I just think it's kind of crazy that people wouldn't at least try. It's worth a try. And by try, I mean you go all in and you do it the right way the first time. So the reason why it matters who you join and who trains you the first time often means if you're being given the keys, then you can at least say, all right, I've got the keys, I've got the manual, I know how to do this the right way. The only question of whether or not I'm successful at this is how much effort I put behind it. Now, if you join somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and has no business experience and is over here just copycatting everybody else she sees who's successful, then you're gonna be in a little bit of a rock and hard place because you're going, they're telling me this works and I don't know what the freaking heck I'm supposed to do. Somebody just give me a list and then I'll do it. So then you're going to elongate your time by watching a YouTube video, downloading a podcast, and trying to piece together this roadmap of how to be successful in this industry. Can you do it? Yes. But it's going to be 10 times more frustrating and discouraging, and you're going to question whether you should even be here or not, probably 37 times before you have your first breakthrough and go, oh, so this is what we do. And then wash, rinse, repeat. So this is why who you join matters. If you join someone who can give you a roadmap and you can experience a win early on in your process, it's going to be proof to you that you should stay. And you should, in fact, be doing this, you guys. The reason why I make $20K a month is not because I'm a unicorn superstar who has thousands of people that I personally sign up and sell product to daily. That's not the case. The reason why is because I have a team of thousands who have joined me and then who joined the people I signed, who joined them, who joined them, who joined them, who joined them. I'm making an income 7 levels deep. That is an incredible blessing that my family did not know we needed when I first started this journey. Let me tell you something. When I started this journey, I joined to make $611 a month because that was the cost of my rent. Okay? That's where we were. That's what I needed. So it was a huge, huge breakthrough, and it was something I asked the Lord for the day that we met that limit. I was like, we've done it. We've arrived. Thank God. Now, maybe I don't have to push so hard, but then I realized I could have stopped there at $600 a month. And then I realized that for me personally, this became about stewardship. Okay, somebody DM'd me this week and said, I need you to tell me why I'm worthy of success. And I said, girl, that's not how it works. It's not about you or me being worthy. We're not worthy of success. Okay, you guys, we aren't worthy of things coming to us. But if you're given an opportunity, that opportunity is a gift. A gift that was undeserved, but a gift nonetheless. And it's up to you every single day what you do with that gift. We live in an age of entrepreneurship that is unlike anything that has ever happened before now. This is the day and the age where if you want to do something, you can go and do it. Honestly, guys, there are people all over this app who are complete frauds and making ridiculous amounts of money for claiming to be experts in things they know nothing about, but they have the ability to create themselves on this platform and look the part, and they are. This is an avenue where you actually can not be a fraud. You can do something in complete integrity because all you're doing is taking a product, telling the truth about your experience with that product, and asking people if they have the same need that you did. Because if they have the same need, you have an answer. Okay, this is storytelling 101. This is influence 101. If you are already on this road, if you are already here monetizing your account, this is not you doing anything that you haven't done already. The only thing that's going to be different is there's going to be accountability. And that's actually a good thing that works in your favor because science tells us that statistically, people are 85% more successful with accountability than without it. So instead of being out here on your own, trying to make a splash in a pond of 5 billion people and trying to motivate yourself to do the right things every single day, you will have a community and you will have someone that trains you. That is the beauty of this industry. And every single time you help somebody else start their journey on the product that you're providing them with, you then are creating accountability for them, saying, all right, now I'm here to help remind you why it matters, why we need you in the world, why we need you to show up, why we need you to tell your story, because they won't just hear it from me, they need to hear it from you. The same reason why we all have our own voices here in this space, the same thing applies to this industry as well. Just because you don't have 150,000 followers doesn't mean that people aren't going to say yes to you. There are people who have said yes to me in this business who said no to my friends. Okay? We all have different areas of influence, and nobody can take that away from you, but you are the only one who can grow it. So, if you have not already said yes to this industry, I want to encourage you guys to take some time to do research to actually decide what company you can get behind. Obviously, I'm going to tell you that mine is the best because I sat down at a table and laid every option out and chose mine. But only you know what is right for you. Again, I believe that everybody's journey is different, but I know that there is only one regret that I have with this journey, and that it's that I did not start sooner. I told someone today, she was actually asking me if the time for growing an MLM business has passed. And I said, honestly, no. I believe it is just beginning because you guys, if you don't already know this, you're not listening to enough podcasts, the recession is coming. If it does not come in 2020, it will be here in 2021. People will need income, okay? Yes, you're here to make impact. Yes, we are here to make connections. But do you think your husband is going to be okay with you sitting on the gram for 6 hours a day when he's having to go get a second job to provide for groceries next year or in 2021? He will not be fine, okay? Don't just sit here all day. Make your scroll count. If you have questions, DM me. I love you guys, and I'm so excited for all of you who are about to begin.